Hi there, happy Tune In Tuesday. I'm Kim with Spirit Connection, and my website is spiritconnection.org. Please visit it, take a peek at what this is all about, and give me some feedback. And book a session if you want to. I'd love to work with you. But today, we are starting in January 2025. And last month, if you want to go back to some of the earlier ones, I talked about what is a reading, what is a session, what does it include, some examples, things that have happened, what it's all about. But this month, we're going to talk about and explore pranic healing. That's P as in Paul, Ranic, healing. I hesitated because I was starting to spell prana. Prana is life energy. Okay, so I want to tell you a little story. This one's going to be a little bit longer. I'm going to break it in two parts. Next week will be the next part of it. But I want to tell you a little bit about how I was introduced to pranic healing. Okay, great story. So I live in Northern Colorado, and I went to this really cool bookstore, and I wanted to learn about chakras. I didn't even know how to pronounce it. I was like chakras, didn't really know. But this was back in 2004. The reason I know that is that when I went to the store, there was a gentleman who was, I think, part owner of it, named Sebastian, and he was taking me around. I told him I want to learn about chakras. Well, he starts pulling off all these books from the shelf, and I ended up leaving with like $100 worth of books. And I'm like, what just happened? So I ended up with this book, Advanced Pranic Healing. I'm like, what? Advanced pranic healing? I don't even know what pranic healing is. Why do I have the advanced book? So I have the receipt right here still. So this happened on March 24th, 2004. And the book has a little red place marker right here. And it was on this spot. So I open up the book and I look at it, and it says partial heart block, coronary artery disease, parts of the heart are congested, and you need to scan the patient, rescan, general sweeping, apply these colors. I'm like, what? Close the book, put the receipt in it, and put it in my car. I'm like, I don't know what this is. I'm taking it back. I'm getting my money back. So I drove around with that in my car for several months. And I thought, okay, well, I'm going to just stop and get this returned. So I had the receipt. I go back into the store, and I said to the gal, I need to return this. I've got the receipt here. And she said, oh, I'm sorry, I can't do that. Sebastian's not here. And I thought, normally I would have said, no, I'm not going to deal with this crap. You've got my receipt. You know, I don't want this book. But I didn't. I was just like, oh, okay. So I take my little book with my little receipt in it and put it back in my car. Well, shortly thereafter, I had a reading with a girlfriend of mine who I'd known for a really long time. And so we're at the end, and I'm writing a check to her to pay. And there's always that awkward silence time. And she stopped, she looks at me and she said, okay, I don't normally do this, but have you ever heard of pranic healing? And I am like, what? And she said, I don't know what the deal is, but she said, I am actually going to be participating in some workshops over the summer with pranic healing, and you are supposed to be there. And I'm like, wow, okay, this is weird. So, believe it or not, I signed up for pranic healing level 1, basic pranic healing, and then another workshop, advanced pranic healing. And these were not like 20 bucks. These are like $500 for a weekend workshop. And I'm jumping into this because I'm like, okay, somebody somewhere wants me to know about this pranic healing. So I go to the workshops and I love it. It's this energy healing, and you learn how to use colors. And I actually understood, scan the patient, blah, blah, blah. I'm like understanding this a little bit more. And it gets weirder. So in October of that same year, 2004, wasn't feeling great. Some just weird stuff was kind of going on, short of breath, tired all the time, all this. So I end up going to the doctor. This one day I was vacuuming and my family was like, you don't look very well. We need to go to urgent care. Well, guess what I was diagnosed with? A partially blocked coronary artery. Yep. My husband's chiming in. Partially, because that's what it says here, partial blocked coronary artery. Mine happened to be 99% partially blocked. So I ended up having a stent put in November of 2004. And when I walked into that bookstore, somebody somewhere was trying to reach me and give me a proactive message. And it took almost an entire year before that all came to, a head. And I realized, oh my gosh, that's what this is all about. This was why I was being led. Now, I will go into and explain more about pranic healing as we go through January. But I did pull up, just here is a definition of pranic healing for you. It is an energy healing technique based on the idea that the body has the ability to heal itself. It uses prana, remember your energy, to increase the body's healing ability. Folks, friends, all you are going to be amazed when you hear how to use this, how it's used, what it does. I have some stories to share with you that you're going to be like, no way, but way. It's pretty incredible. I use it almost on a daily basis. My dog has a real hurt, sore hip right now. I used that on him last night. I used it on him this morning. And it's amazing because animals respond very quickly and know what you're doing. So anyway, there we go. There's the pranic healing story. That's how I got involved in it. And I cannot wait to share throughout January a lot of the different healing solutions that we've come up with on animals, on people, all of it. I think you're going to be amazed. So tune back in. Again, it's Tune In Tuesday. I'll be back next Tuesday, but please go to my website, spiritconnection.org, and I'm looking forward to working with you. Bye.